Hi guys, if you've recently been working on a web project on your local host and your website is completed now, and now you're wondering what next, don't worry, stick around. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take your locally developed website to live server. My name is Mazhar, and at RightSolution, I create tutorials for all you DIY people. If you're new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to get the notification for my next video. Before we start our migration process, there are a couple of things which we need to take care of. We need to know the requirements on the both sides. The first thing, let's say on the local host, what do we need is here to install the plugin. And as I told you that we will be using a plugin which is free. And I always prefer using free plugins which had earned enough respect in the market to be dependable. So we will select one of these plugin. Of course, there are a couple of options. There are quite few options we can use, but the one I'm using, I had used it for quite some time, and it's a good plugin and it does a good job. Although it has a few limitations, we'll just discuss ahead what are the limitations, but generally it does the good job. And after installing the plugin, first thing we need to install that plugin, and after installing the plugin, we will have to export our website into a compressed package. As we have done the installation and exported our project into the package, so the localhost side preparation would be completed. So there are a few requirements on the live server side. For sure, first thing what you need is your domain name. And I'm sure that you have a domain name. And if you still do not have your domain name, you can just get your domain name. There are a lot of domain registrars available. It's very simple process to register the domain name. You can just go to GoDaddy. You can just go to Namecheap, HostGator, SiteGround. They all offer domain registration. So you can select the one which gives you good price and possibly with some good options on hosting too. After your hosting requirement is completed, we just need to install the WordPress. And after that, we will be installing the same plugin which we had installed on the local side. And when the plugin is installed, we will import the same package what we had exported previously. As you know, what are the requirements to start the migration? So let's dive in and start the migration process. We need to launch our localhost application. So I will show you this process step by step. So this is the website which I had prepared for this tutorial. The website is called Local to Live website. So just go ahead and start the website here. This is a full function website here. So you can just see that logo. They got 4 or 5 pages here. It's a home page. You can just browse through and see all the products are listed, fully functional. It is actually e-commerce website, so you can just see that it has all the products in it, and you can just see about page, and you can just scroll down and see that the page is fully lengthed and working. The contact page as well. And you can just see that the way to contact, of course, you have to replace all these numbers here. So just press the My Account page also to just see that this has the page where you can just log in into your account for the purchase or whatever. I mean, even if you're an admin, you can just go through from here. So this is a fully functional local website here, which we are going to transfer from this localhost. If you pay attention here on the URL here, it says localhost and 1000. So this is the address in the local machine. So now let's go back and log into our admin. So my password. So log in. All right, so this is our backend of our dashboard. I'm sure that you are very familiar with this. Just to show you this live website which we are transferring, just come into the post page and look into the all post here. So you can just make sure that all the posts what you had actually prepared as a demonstration or whatever, it is there. And then just browse through the pages just to make sure that you got all these pages here. If you can just look around. So the local host has to transfer all this, including your plugins. If you just look into the plugins, and at the same time your themes as well. So for migrating this website, actually it's not only a transfer, this is a migrating process, because you are taking this from a localhost URL to the domain, which is possibly yourname.com. And in my case, I have my subdomain. I'll just point you out when we go to the live server site. So let's go add the plugin, say add new. And here you can just type the name of the plugin, which is called All in One, and hit enter. And you will see that the first one, which we see, that all-in-one WP migration. So this is the plugin which I'm going to use. So as I always point you out, if you look at the star rating, so it is 4.5 star, 6,227 at the time right now. So that shows pretty good performance. And you can just also see that it has 2 million plus installations. So that also stands very tall, that it is being trusted with a lot of people. And if you look at the last update, which is 5 days ago, that is pretty recent. They do actually look after the plugin too. So if you look at the compatibility as well, so it has tested that it is compatible with the WordPress installation which we had on our local server. So after going through this all, you can just click install. You can just read the information. If you want to get more details here, you can just click that. It will open up in a pop-up and it will show you further information. Possibly there will be some screenshots too. But let's go ahead and install it, because we are going to work around with it. So you'll get familiar. It's very simple plugin. So after installation, just activate this tool. After the installation, you can just see that all-in-one WP migration had come into your plugins. But here, if you go just go onto your dashboard on the left side here, and just close to the bottom, you will see that there's another headings had come up, which is all-in-one migration tool. So just looking into that, there are a few options here. So say export, import, and backups. So export means that's what we're going to use right now. And the import means if we had already exported a file and we want to import it, so that process we'll do on the other side. And the backup means the backups, what you take, it stores it on your server, wherever it is. If it's on the local, it will store it there. So it will stay there. So if you click there, you can just see that how many backups you had taken previously, and these backups will be there unless you remove them, or maybe you just download them. So let's go ahead and click export. And let this tool do the magic here. Just look into the menu here now. It just show you the page where it says export to, and if you click here, it gives you a lot of options here. Now, the other options which you see, that FTP, Dropbox, or Google Drive, and like all these other options that you see, they are actually for the paid extensions. So what we do get here is the export it to file, so then you can download. So let's click file, and it is preparing for compressing the website. So it will take a while. It would take about a few minutes, depends on the size of your website and the images you had used in it and the plugins you have in it. So you can just see that it's almost done, about 91%. So 100% is done. So okay, so here it shows you that packet has been prepared. So download this here, so you can just see the size of the compressed package is about 112 MB. So just click here and download it, and it will download it to your most probably the download folder if you did not change the defaults. So as the package has been already downloaded, you can just close this, and this is the preparation of our local host site to be ready for the transfer. So let's prepare our live server site here. So for the domain side, I'm just using my own subdomain, which I just prepared for this tutorial. It is called local2live.rightsolutions.ca. We are going to install WordPress onto this domain here. So if you just see that how to do the installation here, just like have your domain name, and then don't change anything in the directory, otherwise it will install WordPress into a directory, then you have to put after your domain, you have to put the directory name. So better is not to touch it. So just simply click next. And here you just need to give a blog name. Just say demo. And let's go to the admin. Just put admin name, your name. And my name is Mazhar Hussain. So just put it here too. And my email. Okay, let this be here. No problem at all. And after putting this information, you have to agree to the terms of the service agreement. So just click onto it, and now the install button is highlighted again. So just click install and let this be done. All right, here the installation is done, and if you just look at the page here, it gives you some credentials here. It gives you the directory where the installation has been done, and then it gives you the admin name and it gives you the password. So don't close this page. The best thing is to copy this password here, because you will need this to log in. Don't close this page. Let's open login into the new page. So just click this here. And here's the login page for the dashboard. So just put your username and the same password what we copied here. So just paste this here and say login. So here it is confirming the email for administration for the administrator if there's something wrong with your website. So they'll be sending you this information here. So make sure that your email is correct here. And if you think it is okay, so just say this email is correct. If you want to update, you just click here and update this. But for me, it is okay. So just say this email is correct. So here we are in the backend of our website, newly installed WordPress website here. And as my hosting is on HostGator, and they always have some plugins already installed with the WordPress. They have some, it's just like they just like to promote them. So let's see how this fresh site looks, which we just prepared it. So you can just say that it is simple, plain, flat pages here. And now we will bring this website from localhost. You will see with this URL. For doing so, we just have to install the plugin again. So let's go into the plugins and add new. And you remember the plugin which we installed was all in one migration. So here is the plugin again. So just click install and activate it as well. All right. So as you can just see that the all-in-one menu had come into the dashboard here. So just click this, and here this time we are just going to click import and drop this file here. I know this file definitely is getting unzipped, uncompressed. So just wait for a while. It would take a few minutes, possibly depends on the size of the file. All right, so it's almost done. Okay, so it has prepared the package to be installed, to import it here. So it just gives you a warning here. So just read it carefully. But generally, because we know what we're doing here, so just click proceed. And it also gives you the information here. Do not close this browser window, because if you close this browser window, your process will stop, or maybe some error comes in. So it would fail it. Okay, so the import process had actually completely done. So you can just see that it says your site has been imported successfully. So, but before you just do anything, click finish or something, just read this very carefully. It's very important. You just need to save your permalink structure. there are two ways. You just click here, and it as it says that it will open in a new window. Don't finish it up. Just click it here, and it will open in a new window. And now here you have to log in. And remember that you don't have to log in with the installation which we had done on the live server. You have to log in with the same credentials which you had used in your local development environment. So use the same admin name and same password what you had it for that development project. Because now it has completely overwritten your local website to the live server here. So as you can just see that we had logged in with the previous credentials which we had from the local website. So here it brings you to the permalinks here. So just go back at the bottom, go down at the bottom, and just click Save Changes. And as they say, do it twice. Once it's done. So let's go ahead, do it again. So that's it. So your website has been completely imported here. So just let's go and browse our website. So let's say just visit your site here now. So if you remember the previous page, which we have it here somewhere, I opened it. Yeah, this, no, sorry, where is that? Did I close it? Yeah, okay. So this was the page when we had done with the first fresh installation. So this was the page after a WordPress installation. And this is the page right now. If you can just look at the URL, it says local2live.rightsolutions.ca. So this is the website which we had actually imported, and so this is onto the live server with the new URL. So just you possibly would like to see this as a side by side. So just let's keep this out here possibly. Okay, so side by side. Where's the other one here? Okay, so yeah, this is the local2live on the live server here, and this is the local host. And just browse it side by side. You can just see that they are both very similar. Just go click the all product page and just go here, click the all product page, and just you can just see this, and you can just see this here. It has all the products as it was on the other side. So look into the about page. Let's click here, about page. Let's go to my account and just see what it says here. And let's go into my account and let's see what it says here. Okay, so you can just see that because we both have the same site, we have the same admin name here and the admin name here. So it is just giving you all your dashboard. So this is your website has been imported from the localhost. If you just look at the URL of the localhost, your local development environment, and if you just see it here now, this local2live, this is on HTTP, and that's it. So our migration, or our import, or our transfer process of project which you had developed on the localhost is completed. So I hope it was easier than what you expected. And if you think this video is a value, so don't forget to give me thumbs up. And if you still did not subscribe to my channel, so please click the subscribe button, and at the same time click the bell icon to get the notification for my next video.